Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's Jacob. Episode 2 of Pokemon. Let's just jump into it. So, if you remember, just got my Pokedex. Got one Pokemon. I picked Bulbasaur. I've seen 4 Pokemon already, which is interesting that they give me that already. So that's interesting. I don't know. How have I seen a mountain Pokemon? Who's a mountain? Oh, Charmander. Because I've seen them. It's because I looked at them. I wonder if I get those. Oh no, that's because my rival named Work has Charmander, so I get to see him. So let's start kicking. Let's start moving through. Let's start deciding what I'm gonna use as Pokemon. I'm not really 100% sure what I want to have as my Pokemon. I tend to sometimes use Spearow over I'm not gonna catch a level 2, by the way. I'm not gonna do it. I know it. I used to catch them as quickly as I could. I ain't wasting my time. You can catch most of these beginning Pokemon in the forest, with Weedle and all that kind of stuff. So in their higher levels, higher than you'd get them to without grinding. So it's not worth it for me to catch them right now. It's not worth my Pokemon balls. It's not worth my time leveling them, and I can catch them a little bit later. And that's, to me, more worth it. I don't need to level them up for Pokemon 2. I'm not that kind of trainer. I got my Bulbasaur, and whenever I get these new Pokemon, I'll focus on them pretty deeply. But anyways, sometimes I do Spearow rather than doing Pidgey. And I find Spearow's a little stronger, but Pidgey I think lasts longer in the game. You know, Fearow gets some pretty good strength, but I feel like in the end he's not that useful in the team. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Of course I'm gonna catch Spearow and eventually have a Fearow, but I mean it haven't been my main team. Now, something to be careful about when you're doing what I'm about to do here. You cannot pass this square right here. Don't do it. If you don't have any other Pokemon, you cannot pass this square because you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight Work. You're gonna fight your rival, and you're gonna get beat down. Now I am gonna catch a level 3 Mankey, and that's why I actually came over here. This is one of those little secrets that you don't even think about when you're playing normally. Not even everybody comes over here. Like this is like a main part of the game to come over to this side and find out about the league and everything like that. I've played so many times and passed this section completely, and I find that super funny, and never even fought my rival at all over here. But I like having a fighting Pokemon. Oh, come on now, man. I like having a fighting Pokemon this early in the game. Because it gives me a lot of other possibilities to take out some other different Pokemon that may be hard for Bulbasaur or whatever else I decide to grab. Another Pokemon you can get over here is Nidoran, but you have to beat your rival first to get Nidoran, and it only spawns there once in a while, and I'm not sure 100 if it, just killed him. I'm focused on talking, and I'm not focused on actually playing. Come on, what are you doing, man? So I'm not gonna run around, but I'm almost dead and I don't have any potions, so I'm gonna go heal. This is what takes a long time when I am playing. I hate when the music changes. So there's this. It's this funny story. Well, maybe not. It might have to be there for it to be funny, but I'm gonna tell it anyways, so you can just suck it. If you don't like it, don't listen. I was sitting with my wife and we were talking about Pokemon, and we were talking about like Pokemon centers and I was talking about Pokemon Go and where the game could go to improve and become better. And no, I don't want to do it again. I'm sorry, I hit the button too much. I'm impatient. To make the game better and such. And we were trying to figure out, because I was like, I don't understand the Pokestops, because that's not even part of Pokemon one bit. Where's a Pokestop in any game? I have been out of the games for a while, so there might be. But I didn't know anything about it, so I was like, why didn't they just do like a Pokemon Center or a Poke Shop or whatever, like you see in the game, like you're used to. And by the way, this is why I don't catch a level 2, because here's a level 5 Spearow instead. Now Spearow, like I said, doesn't have the best moves starting out. Like, I'm a little worried about doing a Spearow for my full game with Bulbasaur. And that was just super effective. That sucked. Maybe I should have caught a level 2. So now I'm gonna have to first I'm gonna growl. Damn it. But anyways, what was I saying? So we were sitting there trying to figure out what the damn healing spots were for Pokemon. For the life of me, I couldn't remember Pokemon Center. It kills me to this day that I couldn't remember that. But that's that. I'm gonna die to Spearow. I'm gonna have to run from a level 5 Spearow. This is why I don't do Bulbasaur very often. I'm not super good at it. Because next hit, I guarantee he beats me. Like, he's already. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna see if I die. Use tackle, beautiful. You know what I'm gonna do? So I don't die or possibly make it through and live. I'm gonna, cause he's already down on the yellow, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to throw a Pokeball at him. This is a new strategy, by the way. Anybody who's watching, I don't use Bulbasaur very often. I love Bulbasaur. I think he's a great Pokemon. I think he's got some great skills and such, and talents that he can learn, whatever they're called, moves he can learn. But I just don't do it. I just don't use him. He's not a standard for me. So now Spearow's on my team for the time being. You know, and maybe I'll do a Spearow and I'll do a Pidgey until I fill out my team a little bit more, because they wouldn't be bad to have together, especially against a team that's made up of primarily, you know, bugs or grass type Pokemon. So we'll see. We'll see what I'll end up doing there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Pokemon Center thing. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the name. It bugged me so bad in that moment. I was like, what in the world are the places that you heal Pokemon at? Oh my god. And, you know, of course, damn, I hate that sometimes. Of course, you know, in this day and age, I could have just pulled out my phone and been like, okay, Google, and just figured it out. I didn't. I didn't do that. I should have, but I didn't. So it wasn't until I started playing. I was playing this a while ago, and I was there, and I was like, oh, duh. Like, I walked into it, and as I was going in, I was like, Jacob, how could you? So I bet you had to be there for that story to be interesting. I bet that wasn't an interesting story even one bit. I bet that was the almost complete boringest story ever. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Works for me. So, anyways, back to Pokemon a little bit. So, I just killed the Rattata, again. And that's another thing. I make a whole bunch of monsters faint just so I can get experience. I'm a horrible person. But I'm not sure if I'm going to see that Mankey again for a while. Because he's only got... Speak of the devil. Let's do it, Mankey. If I won't kill him this time, I'll make sure I catch him. And at that point, I have these two characters right here that are pretty good. And then I may, before I take on my rival, I'll probably go up into the forest first, get me a Weedle, or I may even get my Pikachu before I come back down here and fight him. Because then I'll come back here and get a Nidoran. Because I've never gone through the game and ended up with a Nidoking or a Nidoqueen. I'm interested to know, because, you know, that's the bad guy's Pokemon in the original Pokemon series. The Nidoking. And I think he's got a Nidoqueen too. So if you do this, just hit start and it leaves the name as Mankey and it changes when he evolves and everything. Whatever. That you probably don't care. But that's how it works. So let's head into the forest here. Let's head into the forest. So right now, oh my god. See, this is why I don't understand why you'd go the other way first and fight that guy, because now he's just about to teach you how to catch Pokemon. I do know how to catch Pokemon. He doesn't give me a chance to say no, though, which bugs the hell out of me. But you can see now that I've created a slightly different team than most people do at the beginning of the game. You know, most people pick. They get their Rattata, they get their Pidgey from that first section, and that's their first 3 Pokemon, and then they build on that. But as you can see, I have 2 Pokemon that are not as normal for the general player, not for some of the people that play way better than I do, way better Pokemon, understand a lot more about, you know, strengths, weaknesses, things like that. So yeah, God, I need the speed shoes is what I need. That will make this go a lot faster. The speed shoes. Beep, beep, beep. So, what was I saying? I just totally lost my train of thought. I have no idea what the hell I was saying. I don't know. Something about... Oh, my team. I think I was talking about my team. But so the next thing, another Pokemon that most people don't get at this stage of the game, or period when they're playing the red, blue, or green, or black, or whatever, is most people don't get Pikachu. And for a long time, that really bugged me in this game. Pikachu is one of everybody's favorite Pokemon. So I really wanted to get Pikachu, no question. And so I did some research about it, and I found out that in the Red and the FireRed, things like that, you can actually find Pikachu in the forest. And I'm actually gonna catch this Weedle. This is a pretty high level Weedle, by the way. I'm not even in the forest yet here, and I'm gonna catch this level 5. And I do always recommend catching a Weedle and leveling the Weedle up to Kakuna, because Kakuna is a waste of time without Poison Sting. But if you have a Kakuna with Poison Sting, and then it learns its Harden or whatever, you end up with a much stronger. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. You end up with a much stronger Pokemon than if you just caught a Kakuna and tried to move Kakuna up to Beedrill, which is another Pokemon I've never used in my team before. So, you know, I may take this opportunity while I'm playing through this time to play with some Pokemon that I'm not used to doing. I love having a Caterpie, you know, all that kind of stuff and things. But so I am going to talk to these people. Are you going to Viridian Forest? Yeah, I am. It's not really a maze. I got the whole thing up in my brain, and there is one spot to find that Pikachu. So next episode, we will actually find that Pikachu and move forward. But we caught, what, I think 3 Pokemon this episode, which is, I personally do think it's a different kind of party than most people do. And I'm very specific. If I don't want a Pokemon on my team, I will put him in the computer. So I'm going to heal my Pokemon, call it good for the night, call it good for the day, call it good for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my rants, my talks, whatever. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about, anything in the game world that you're interested in my take on. I'm always interested to give people a why am I going to this? I'm always interested to give people a kind of idea of how I feel about things and my opinions, because I'm a very opinionated person, as you can probably tell from listening to me. And I don't really shut up. I've been talking this whole time, and honestly, I have 1,000 things going through my brain, and I have to keep pausing in order to at least reference what I'm playing every once in a while. And that's I think that's fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're gonna just pop in here to the forest. And that's it, guys. That's episode 2. Keep up with it. Let's see how my team of kind of unnormal Pokemon will last. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So we'll see you next episode. This has been Iddy Biddy Gamer.